Hello, everyone. This is Ken, and welcome to the podcast. This is the first episode of the Transformation series, wherein I'm going to feature people who went through extraordinary transformation on becoming the best version of themselves. And in today's episode, we'll focus on physical transformation. And today's guest is no stranger to me. He's a good friend of mine. Before the process, he weighed 104 kilograms, and you will see what happened next. And in this episode, he will share to us what he did, a very simple routine, easy to follow routine that you can also do. Friends, help me in welcoming Jay Lusaria. Welcome to the show.
Hi again. Maayong hapon sa tanan.
Okay, so let's dive into your transformation process. Jay, how did it feel katong nag-weigh ka og 104 kilograms?
Actually, 104 kilograms, diha pa jud ko nag-weigh in when I started the journey to weight loss or transformation. So, even before gani siguro, when I started, basin mas heavier pa ko ato. So, it was, emotionally it was sad because dako kayo ko and dili jud siya mag-sink in sa ko ang reality nga it was so big already. And then basic chores na ako or mga ang basic kanang ginabuhat nimo everyday hago saya kay lisod magsinta sa sapatos and then kapuyon ka pirmi gamayng lakaw sington na ka and then like boring because aside like gusto na ako mag-adventure then murag it doesn't fit to my physical appearance nga go pag beach diha and then mga ana and there's a lot of insecurities within myself especially like though makaingon ko nga the journey before ko nag-start is kanang ang ako ato is kuan man good marag mas dako ang impact sa ako emotionally.
Okay.
So mas didto ko marag grabe ang way sa ako mao tong ang results akong ang pagka-obese didto ko giatake sa ako ang emotion. So it was really sad. It was parang OA na gani sometimes when it was a dark moment in my life wherein you could really see me smiling and people would say me I'm okay. But deep inside there's a lot of wounds and there's a lot of insecurities because daghan ko gusto buhaton but my weight gani ang nag-stop sa ako to do it. Then
Yeah.
and then
What do you think? What do you think are the contributing factors sa imong obesity before?
contributing factor siguro isa to akong work Kent.
Ano ba yan?
You're aware work, di ba? Aware ka sa akong nature sa akong work because nag-do ko community organizing and then most of the time, dili lang most of the time, ako lang jud to ang nagabiyahe and then everything ako tanan. So
you think stress added?
Yes, the stress jud ang number one contributing factor sa ko ang weight. Kung every time nga magkanda ko community organizing, kapuyon ko, I eat a lot. When I say a lot, until like there are times or moments jud kumukaon ko, I go to CR and puke myself para lang makasuka. And then I go back and eat again. Hinaana na ko like this is already sin. Nga kanang mga nagani sila nga unsa na kanang gluttony na. So because like in eating I find comfort.
Yeah, so may imo ang Afterzone. So when you're so stressed out, you go to your comfort zone which is food.
Yes. So that was extreme. Mao nang daghan pa siya next is naatoy isa ka turning point sa ako ang kuan good weight loss is that nag-add to me og activity sa office namo that was last May 4, 2019 and then nag-outing me so sa pool so I cannot undress di ko pwede magtanggal-tanggal og t-shirt diha like because for me it's not pleasing in the eyes so what I did nagpaulahi ko and then I changed my clothes para pangligo naa siya big mirror and then ang sa huge mirror ba nga murag human size so that was my first time to see my body nga hinato na di ay kadako that is one of my turning point because I was so in denial nga dako ko. And
Mm.
like most of the time, ako lang yung dagway akong picturean, I took selfies, pero never my body. Kung naay mga events, mutago ko sa likod, kay dito
Ah.
ra ko niya, ang picture na akong makita.
So,
So kato siya nga turning,
yeah.
mhm,
Sige, sige.
kato sa mga turning.
The obesity, mura siya na-contribute sa imong insecurities, na siya certain insecurities nga.
Yes,
Okay. Mo man
ayo
siguro,
jud,
no, ang
high
mga makita na
insecurity.
to, di ba, na insecurities ang, especially if you're very conscious of our body, maka-develop siya insecurities sa ato, maka maba siya sa atong self-confidence and self-esteem. Mo imo
Kaayo.
yeah.
Yeah. Ang sakit man good ana is that sa ko nga part, mayon na nga okay man unta kag kanang dagway, kaso
Nay kaso. That's the but.
oh, kaso sorry. Kaso na tambo kayo ka and then like mamurag okay. So murag ang validation sa mga tao murag okay unta ka pero dili ka mo fit in, it's because of your weight. So kana isa na sa ako ang gina-battle every day, and then especially that ako do ko community organizing, and I speak also in front. So murag ako ang confidence ana when I talk. Murag ako ana lang jud ng maximum level na jud na, but within myself like usahay unsa ra kay guna-hunaan nila about me. So hinana
Oo.
gani nga kadako na ba na ako hinana. So it
So
was
that was the
hard,
turning
and
point.
then
What? Yeah, I'm sorry to cut you. Is that the turning point nga kato nakakita kasi imong body in that huge mirror nga marag nakaingon ka nga dawaton na lang nimo ni nga kuan I have to accept this kay anyway before kuan pa ka in denial ka.
isa to siya sa mga daghan kay naapod
Okay.
ko'y moment nga isa pod nga remarkable sa ako is that gimonitor akong blood pressure sa
Mm.
eskwelahan kay because nag-study man ko sa akong doctorate. So giingnan ko sa clinic kay every semester magpa-enroll magpa-undergo man mig blood pressure murag check. So giingnan ko nga, sir, lista ka diri sa logbook sir because we will be monitoring your blood pressure every week. Kung ano man day doc, taas kay kag BP for your age. Like, what? That's crazy. Yeah. The doctor said nga, please go back next week. It's because kung if may BP is still the same, taas gihapon, I reach, I guess, mga 160
Mm.
over more than 100 ato nga time.
Taas taas.
Yeah. Motong giingnan ko niya nga balik direct, if taas gihapon, then listahan ta kag maintenance. Then I was really terrified after that because pag ingon sa doctor ato that week, wala na ko ning balik and I started my diet.
Mm.
That's it. So motong
Ay yeah, Jay.
yes.
What was the moment nga nakaingon kasi imong kaugalingon nga okay, this is enough. I've got to do something.
OA biya siya pangita ay mo ano, OA kay siya nga murag pamalandungan pero I just woke up and then I laced my shoes and go
Mhm.
out for a walk. I need
Kana
to
lang.
start it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Murag sa ubang
I
tao
need to
no,
start
ang pinakalisod daw is to start.
the
Did you
start.
experience the same?
But sometimes murag siguro yes because Filipinos siguro kita we're waiting for New Year.
Mhm.
We're waiting for birthdays, we're waiting for Monday because maingon ta nga sa Lunes na ako mag-start og diet, sa New Year na ako mag-start og diet. When I reach at this age, di na ako mag-diet. But
Mhm.
I keep on saying that pero wala ko'y nabuhat. But that moment last May 6, I started to really say to myself nga, okay, I need to start it now.
Kay murag
So, I started.
siguro kita man gud no na procrastination yung problem usahay no. We know what to do. We have that in
Yes,
mind,
correct.
but it's just that we don't have that drive to start.
Correct.
Yeah. And,
Actually, with this journey, actually dili ang ako ang weight lang ang akong na-overcome. Ang ako ang self mismo akong na-overcome. I won over it. Mo nang I was really so like, wow, I have the power over myself. Kanang hinana ganing a mentality because I defeated obesity and it's
mm,
within myself. So, it's about also mindset nimo
yeah,
nga
and
dapat you need to have that.
you did not do it
Mhm.
for anyone, for someone. You did not do it to anyone, for
For
yourself.
myself this time. Yes.
It's very
Mo
important
nang
that you have to
along
do it for yourself.
Yes, muna siguro ako pong message to everyone who will be listening this podcast is that ayaw jud siya buhata for anyone else or for your family or for someone else or for any motivation nga makaingon ka para people would love you. Because
Mhm.
for me, in this journey, I could really prove nga if you do it really for yourself, that will give you result.
Mm.
Eh
When you
sometimes siguro,
sige,
go
continue.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Siguro kato nga mga mahimo nimong kuan, himo nimo silang inspiration somehow, pero ang greatest inspiration jud nimo is to really better yourself, and it's really decision.
Uh,
Munang along the way, I really sometimes manggod murag OA na kay ko before jud last year when I was so amazed with my transformation. I always post about self-love because
yeah.
karon lang jud ako pud realize that kanang the real word or the real meaning of self-love is to really take care of yourself and to love
Yes.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Ano ba? Give yourself the best of you. I really said that kanang karon I deserve myself deserve this new self. Parang mura
Yeah.
ginana ganit kan.
Yeah.
Cringy
And
kayo usahay.
yes. I mean, when when you first, how do you call this one? When you started doing what you ought to do, was it hard for a couple of days, let's say mga a week
Yes.
doing it? Was it hard or wala lang, easy lang?
It was really hard. No, it was really hard. It
Okay.
was insanely hard.
Mm.
Because looking back, I wake up at 3 or 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started walking around I started walking every day for like 3 months,
Mm.
non-stop morning, like mamata ko alas stress, non-stop nga. And ako amang goal before is that for 4 months, mag 10,000 steps ko every day. So
Mm.
para ma-reach to na ako, I wake up at 3 or 4 a.m. para around 2 hours mahuman ako na and then mag-duty ko.
Okay.
And then that was insane. And then I go home at 5. I sleep. I see to it that I sleep at 7 or 8 p.m. kay para maka-recharge or maka-recover akong body. That minimum hour of sleep na ko is 8.
Mm.
So mura lagi ko ato grabe nga training. But that was self-imposed.
Yeah, Jay,
About that.
what do you say to yourself to keep motivated during those days nga you're doing your best, you're really trying hard, you're really working hard, but in a span of days you are not seeing results?
Kuan, kanang I'm excited to
Mm-hmm.
reach my goal. I
So it's
was
very
really
important.
excited because yes, so if you are really on a journey siguro, kung gusto ka, if you're looking for something for output, especially for body transformation, just be excited for your
Mm.
output because it will really take time. Pero promise, it is worth it.
Yeah.
Because kato, when I wake up every day, kapoy, there are days yun nga kakapoy ba ni oy. Kapoy yun kayo mamatag alas 3 or alas 4. Then you still have your job, nag-eskwela pa jud ko.
Yeah.
Pero I'm excited eh. Ang ako ang ginabuhat ato to be motivated. Nag-download jud kog mga kuan, mga videos of body transformation, mga before and after photos, and one of the reason to nga nahimo kong motivated
So mo
and
nakapamotivate nimo.
yes, mo nang makatabang actually yan ang mga motivational videos sa YouTube, mga body transformation. I watch
Yes.
that a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jay, now that you have achieved your, how do you call, desired nga weight, how does it feel?
Not yet. Okay.
Not
Oh,
yet.
okay.
Okay, getting there. How does it
Getting there
feel?
kami now. It feels so good. First, siguro is kanang the self-worth.
Mm-hmm.
Sa una pang good kay murag kanang I'm at but people chaser, people pleaser nga
Mm-hmm.
murag para lang i-accept ka. It's because hesitant ka nga dako ka dawaton baka sa mga tao or sa group or like people would ako man good murag kuan bag I'm so afraid of the perception of people nga gina-judge ko because of how I look
Yeah.
ana gani. And for me, that's personal. So, sa uban, I don't know kung sa lahat pong struggle. Pero karon it's really fulfilling na-reach na nako ang desired.
Mm-hmm.
Kay isa, dili na ko, ang isa jud na ako ka-struggle sa una kaya I was, kanang hard kaayo mangitag sa nina. And
Mm-hmm.
you know that for almost 6 years siguro, I never bought a shirt from Pen Shop or Bench because wa joy maigo.
Mm-hmm.
Tanan akong ginasuot usually kay 2X man good. So 2XL, you cannot find that sa mga pen shop or bench. So naana siya sa ukay-ukayan. Susuki kong ukay-ukayan because I could
Okay.
not find any clothing na makafit sa ako. And you know, my waistline before is 45 inches.
Mm. So
Then ang 45
siya.
inches is more pajama na nako karon. So kay last year gisukdan ni og kuan uniform 45 inches to akong waist. Yan naabot lang pod the end of the year last year. Di na jud nako magamit. Karon I'm into 30 to 32 depende sa pants.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'm seeing this sa mga tao ba nga on their journey towards something sa ilang goal. They celebrate small wins. I mean, simple kuan lang gamay sa ilang adjust sa ilong siguro ang weight, they celebrate. Do you do that?
I do.
How important is that for
I
you?
celebrate. Sorry, how important?
Yeah, how important is that para nimo kanang celebrating small wins?
We need always to ako bitaw when I katong before when I reach like naka-lose ko og kuan siguro mga 8 kilos. What I did is how I celebrated it ning palit ko og first shoes na ko nga branded nga dili ukay.
Okay.
Awkward kayo.
Okay, that's
Promise
amazing.
because kana gani I have this principle nga dili ko mopalitan ng mga branded nga sapatos. Why would I buy costly shoes nga ako arang indudnod sa kanang unsay nga ani sa semento. And I think that way nga murag it's a waste of money, but during my weight loss journey I rewarded myself. Wala
Yeah.
joy point nga wala ko nag-reward when I reach like maka-lose ko 4 kilos. I eat when I eat kuan magkaon ko og sometimes ice cream. Actually I do cheat days man food or cheat meals. So
So do you think
even
importante siya sa process?
yes.
Okay.
You need to also one way of celebrating small wins is treating also your cravings
Okay.
or
And
giving in to cravings.
Jay mo dagoy ni ang ginapanghulat sa mga tao, my viewers, especially katong ganahan pud sa journey nimo, no? Okay, can you tell us the exact process that you have done? Na ba kay routine nga gi-follow, na kay food nga gi-take, unsa nga supplement or whatever, unsa man galing nga process, if you don't mind sharing.
Okay. Sure. Ang ako adyong kuan for the people out there nga gusto og the same journey nga i-follow, kuan is akong gibuhat is the low carb intermittent fasting.
Okay.
So there's a lot of studies about it. Daghan na kay nag-research, daghan na pud kaayo na sa YouTube actually if you want to search about it. Pero simple ang principle sa low carb. Ang kaning manggod ato ang body, explain lang na ho gamay Kent.
Sure.
Ang kaning manggod atong body kung daghan ni siya body fats, ma-convert na into energy kung wala na mosulod nga source of energy. And source of energy sa ato ang lawas is duha raman, the carbohydrates and
Ketones?
body fats.
Yeah.
So when we intake carbohydrates, kung mag-excess na sa ato ang carb intakes, ma-convert na into body fats. So maunang sa ito aman good karon nga situation, maunang looking back, let's look back gani sa mga ancestral na to, kanang mga caveman. Wala biya sila, they don't really know breakfast, they don't really know lunch, they don't really know dinner, they don't have even snacks. They look for their food. So they don't have any eating pattern. Mao nang ato alang gina-adapt man good karon is that we always eat because we think that we need to eat. Actually, we need to eat when we're hungry. That's the basic principle sa
Eat
human
when you are
or sa
hungry.
body. Eat when you're hungry. But sa atoa man good, it's because excess ang atoa or food is always available. We always associate sometimes ang atoang kauhaw with eating. Most of the time, dili man ta gutom, uhaw lang ta. But we interpret it nga gutom ta. So akong gibuhat is low carb. When we say low carb, low ang ako ang carbohydrate intake because I have excess body fats which can be used as energy for me to function. So mo tong drastic siya because I keep doing the same routine sa akong everyday life and then wala na ko intake sa akong carbohydrates. So mo tong no choice ang akong body kundi i-utilize niya ang body fats. And then next is intermittent fasting which I highly suggest.
Okay.
Kung dili ninyo makaya nga tanggalon ang all forms of carbs sa inyong meal, try to do intermittent fasting. Ang principle sa intermittent fasting is very simple. Do not eat within 16 hours period, water only, then imong eating time is only within 8 hours. So, kung ang ginabuhat is I eat breakfast at 8 a.m., lunch at 11 a.m., dinner is 4 p.m. Sayo kayo. Because by 4:01, start na ko sa kuang fasting. And then pagkaugma, by 7:59, that's the time nga mag-break na ko because that's 16 hours period na.
Okay.
So that helped me a lot, and then rejuvenating siya, especially for dagan kayo siya benefits ang fasting. Internal organs nimo, healthy imong gut, imong immune system mag-increase, imong skin mag-better daw, and then you will look younger.
And you look
Wala,
younger actually. You look younger.
So dagan kaayo benefits ang intermittent fasting. So
But
mo
you're
na
still eating.
if you can,
You are still eating
Yes.
3 times a day.
yes, I'm still eating 3 times a day, and I stop when I'm full.
Okay.
Ana. And then, pero I always have the right choices of food na. So dili na ako magpataka. So ang people would ask me, how about the cakes, how about the sugary drinks? Yeah, I sometimes give in, pero na I limit. So example, na I cook. Actually, sa soft drinks, like more than 1 year and 10 months na siguro ko wala na nag-soft drinks.
Oh.
And the same as with coffee. Okay ang coffee kung katong black, pero if imuhang inuman is ang 3-in-1, I would not suggest that. And then any sweet drinks, gina-avoid na nako. Pero I sometimes give in. Pero pag mag-give inan gani, bawion ako siya pagkaugma. Mag-fasting jud ko.
Murag kana nga ko for those nga especially bag-o pa sa ilaha ng intermittent fasting at saka low carbs, how important is discipline in the process?
Ayun. Discipline is very important because daghan na jud kaayo ang nag-attempt. I admit nga daghan na kay ko ga-attempt og mag-diet. But you really need to stick to what you have decided. And then always focus jud sa end goal nimo. Then work it backwards.
Yeah.
Diba? That's very important. So kung naalang jud kay lalum nga hugot why you are doing it. And for me it's health.
Yeah, emotional
Okay.
why, kumbaga. That's what we call emotional why. What's your emotional why? Nga mas
Correct.
grabe siya ka.
Siguro that's the right term, emotional why. Kaya kung ato alam ang gusto buhaton out of people because people are like telling you magpapayat na or what. Pero kung wala kay hugot, dili man jud. And then like, mura ganig, this is my revenge body. It feels good. Gani, like, bahala mo dila. Mag-post ako dila ko kasukas. Because, I'm loving the result. And I know nga kitang tanan, I mean, sa ako alang, kanang, I'm defensive when I was obese. Like, I would tell to people nga, I'm okay. But deep inside, I'm not. Kaya people who are insecure will always tell nga, they're okay. Ano lang kasimple na
siya,
sa'yo.
in denial, kumbaga.
In denial. We need the first step that you need to really do is acceptance.
Acceptance.
Acceptance that you need to do something, you need help.
Okay.
So,
do you do exercise?
Oo.
So, nakay certain routine sa exercise?
Sa exercise, dili jud siya necessary actually people, dili jud siya necessary mag-gym because ang gym is ako lang ng personal view, ang gym is moabot na nga moment kung mag-build na kag muscle. Pero if you're trying to lose some weight, mag-focus jud ka sa imong food intake because ang success man good or deficit sa food intake nimo kay ang success man good according to some research for weight loss is 70% nag-rely sa imuhang food, diet. The 30 nag-rely sa imuhang sleep, nag-rely sa imuhang exercise, then nag-rely sa imuhang stress management. So you cannot really blame nga nag-exercise man ko pero ngano man ko magniwang because siguro sa food nimo sayop imong ginakaon. So when I say gani nga sayop imong ginakaon, most of the time kanang sayop nato nga food kanang mga instant. So, di jud siya okay.
Yeah.
So, as much as possible, hindi kayo taan ng mga instant food, nga mga high in, mga preservatives. So what I did, magluto ko na gulay, kana.
Yeah.
Exercise tuod na ko is kuan. First 4 months, 10,000 steps
Mhm.
nga brisk walking every day. So ang gibuhat is nag-download ko og app kanang step counter nga app. It will enable you nga makatrack sa imong steps. And then after that, naghinay-hinay na kong jog. And then eventually I love running na dayon. So gusto gani unta ko mapilog marathon karon Kent karong tuiga. So tahay nag
Okay.
athlete na jud tahay diri dagan diri because I am inside sa military camp. So dako diri ang area nga makajog. So nag-training na tayo ko. Yan nag-COVID man. So
Yeah.
na-postpone ang akong marathoner ani. But hopefully I could still run siguro by next year. So kana. So wala jud ko gym, wala pud ko maintenance or wala ko mga pills or wala ko mga whey protein or what.
Yeah.
Pero na ko'y masuggest kanang apple cider vinegar.
Okay.
It's really good. Promise. So katong mga walay ulcer diha, pwede mo ana. Apple cider vinegar kanang Bragg ang brand. Actually na apple cider diri sa di man din nila ni makita pero kaning ani ang basta brand kanang Bragg kay kung ana siya ang isa sa advantage sa apple cider vinegar na siya acetic acid. Ang acetic acid will stop or prolong your hunger. So dili ka gutomon. So ako ang ginabuhat sa apple cider vinegar is mo inom ko every morning 2 tablespoon, 1 glass water bugnaw. Inom. Then
Pero di ba kay
mataas
kuan
na
man siya taas man siya acid sa imong basig ba kuan imong teeth. So straw.
straw. Yes. So
Straw.
mo nang naga-straw po ko while drinking apple cider. And then pagkagabi before ko matulog, mag-apple cider vinegar with water gihapon ko. Ang uban, magbutang sila og honey, pero mahal naman good. Yeah, magpalit pa sila lemon, butangan pod nila. So mahalan na pod ko. So tubig lang, apple cider. Pangit ang lasa pero okay na nga pangit ang lasa as long as ma-achieve nimo imong goal. So murag mao na lang na ako diha.
Yeah, Jay,
So
murag
mo na
daghan Jay, murag daghan kay kang gihatag nga information and I hope makatabang to sa atong mga viewers, no? Any last message sa atong mga viewers karon nga willing or on the process pa sa ilang journey towards fitness, no? Na kay masulti nila ani.
Sige. So ang ako ang masulti sa inyo is that kung gusto mo because we have a lot for me my insecurity jud is because gusto ko musuot og something nga maka-look good sa kuha. And it was so painful to accept nga 2XL and 45 inches akong waistline. But kanang daghan kog turning point and I know nga daghan pud mo turning point and use that as a motivation and do it because you love yourself this time. And kanang set a goal because kung nakaya man ako, I guess kaya po jud na ninyo. Gani. And it doesn't need to be expensive. And at the end of the day, it's very rewarding to live a healthy lifestyle because murag for me man good, murag sayang ako ang life, mamatay lang ka because kay nasubraan kag kaon or because giatake ka kay grabe nimong kinaon.
Nya bata
Pero
pa.
gina na gani, bata pa ka, pa kay liwat, sumurag ka sayang. So, Mona, my message for you is that kanang attempt, kung dili first attempt, it might be on the second attempt, on the third attempt, on the fourth attempt. Don't stop. Because as long as for me, basic principle, as long as buhi pa ta, then we can still try. And for me, kadaghan naman pud ko nag-try, but karon lang jud pud ko nag-succeed. And at the end of the day, kung gusto din ninyo mag-try og other nga mga diets or mga weight loss programs, just make it sure nga sustainable siya. When I say sustainable, in a long run, ma-sustain ninyo siya. Like until 10 years, until 15 years, until 20 years, you can still practice it. Do not do crash diets because that's unhealthy and most of the time, mo bounce back more than your weight ang mobalik sa imuha before. So, maulang na siya and it's a hard process pero it's really worth it. Because you deserve a better you.
Wow.
And yourself deserve a better love from you.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing, no? So if there's some things nga ako nakuha out of this interview. Number one will be, you should know your emotional why. Why are you doing it?
Yes,
Tapos, para
yes, agree.
asa na nimo ginabuhat, it's very important that you have to do it for yourself as an expression of your love for yourself, di ba? And
Yes.
then third siguro would be celebrate small wins kay para dili naman pug ka mabagot diha. It's very important nga
Mm-hmm.
celebrate kay small wins. And I think the fourth one that I've got from you that the fourth takeaway would be the discipline, because I know this
Yeah,
journey is not easy, especially on
it's
the
not
first couple of months that you are not seeing the results. You're doing your best, but you are not seeing results. But at the end of the day, you have to go back to your emotional why, and then the picture of yourself nga dili na ka
correct.
compare og unsa to 2XL nga sa waistline nimo nga 40
Never.
40 plus inches. So thank you so much, Jay, for your time. I really appreciate it. And I hope our viewers have learned something from your story. And thank you so much. And for gracing this podcast. This is the launching
Sure,
of
and
the podcast. I thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Jay.
welcome. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Mhm. Sige, Ken.